Hey there, gorgeous. Thank you so much for joining me today. I want to chat today about something that I feel is huge. And I sense that you or someone you know deals with this or dealt with this. And if that's the case, I really am asking you to share this video with them because this is something that I feel like as women is so important to look at, understand, and address. And what I'm talking about is shame. Do you carry shame? Do you know if you carry shame? I'm going to tell you what, I carried shame for about 20 years. You probably are like, well, what about, right? And it was because I had my oldest daughter. I was single and not married, and I was young. And I carried that shame for a really long time. So let's talk about, where does the shame come from? First of all, so the shame comes because society says there's only one way to do this, and this is the way, and if you do it any other way, you are wrong. So I carried that with me. And here's what happened. This is how it showed up. So this is the other thing I want you to see and evaluate and look at your life. Does it show up for you like this? Maybe you're not a single unwed mom. Maybe you weren't a single unwed mom, and that's okay. But maybe there's an experience in your life that you're still carrying shame from. And this is the part I want you to understand, is how it shows up. Because it prevents you from being the real you. So this is how it would show up. I was young and successful. Even though I had my daughter at a really young age, I was successful. But you know what? That got in the way because I would have these interactions, professional interactions, and then I would talk about my daughter. And people are like, you what? And then I'd have to tell them, yeah, I'm not married. It's okay. But then I worried about, what are they thinking about me? What do they think? And you know what? That prevented me from showing up, prevented me from being able to engage in a real conversation because all I could think about was, what are they thinking about me? And then that train goes on and on forever, right? I know you know what I'm talking about because we think of all of the bad things that we could think of that someone would think of us. And we think they're thinking all of those bad things. And so that jacks up. It gets in the way of you. It becomes this wall between you and the other person or the other people that you're trying to reach. So shame has some devastating effects. But here is the great news. You can let it go. You can get rid of it. You do not have to carry it anymore. When I realized that that was affecting me and I was able to let it go, oh my gosh, was this like 1,000-pound weight removed from me, but the blinders were removed. I no longer worry about what they're thinking about me. Reality is, it doesn't matter. And the other reality is a lot of times they're thinking about themselves. They're worried about the same thing. So they're not even thinking about you. But we get caught up in that, and that blocks us from really showing up, from really being authentic. And I want that for you. Authenticity and being able to act as you and be you is so freeing. There is so much freedom in that. So, do you carry shame, and how does it show up in your life? And are you ready to let it go? I invite you to let go of the shame. Live the life that you want to be living in freedom. Freedom in your mind and in your body. Do it. Do it for you. Do it today for everyone that you come into contact with, but most importantly, for yourself. Thanks for watching. Please share if this is something that you know someone could hear today. See you next time.